You said recently, if I and my advisors had never learned what science is or why it works, I'd consider pulling out of the Paris Climate Accords too. Are you saying that it was ridiculous to pull out of those?
I'm an educator. That was a tweet that you recited there. I'm an educator, so when I see people making decisions that seem underinformed to me, then I say maybe they didn't learn this in school or no one taught them after school. And so if you're going to pull out of the Paris Climate Accord, it must mean that you don't fully understand the long-term consequences of that. I'm thinking, and if you don't, where do we learn those long-term consequences? From a fluency in science and technology and the causes and effects of things, the consequences of your actions and the consequences of your inactions. And people hardly ever talk about inaction, because what does a journalist do? What did you do and what consequences came from it? Rarely do they say, what didn't you do and what consequences came from it? That's not a story. People don't write about what didn't happen relative to what then happens later. So my sense was that maybe not enough people who were making that decision knew or understood how science works and what it is. By the way, if they did understand science and still made that decision, for me, that's actually a little more understandable than just say, we choose not to care. But at least be honest and say that, because that takes the argument in a whole other regime.